Imagine a country which is in debt from head to toe. What should the country's top priority be exactly? How important is it for a country in debt to prioritize stabilizing its economy and reducing its debt burden? Well, in such a fragile financial scenario, stabilizing the economy and decreasing debt are crucial for that country. Because failing to do so can cause a negative economic spiral with dire effects for the population. However, this is not the case for Pakistan. Pakistan's economy is almost on the verge of collapse. With inflation at 25%, the Pakistani rupee trading at 255 to the dollar on the market, and foreign exchange reserves that have dropped to about $3.5 billion, Pakistan may not be able to pay back its loans. It needs outside money very badly to make up for its dwindling reserves. It has pledges of $10 billion from people outside of the country. But no one will move forward until the IMF bailout plan signed in 2019 for $6 billion goes through. The IMF has insisted that structural imbalances in the economy must be fixed and has pushed for strict conditions. So, what should Pakistan's top priority be exactly? It should be addressing the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, stabilizing the economy and addressing the root causes of the financial crisis, improving the energy sector to address the ongoing power shortages, addressing security challenges, and ensuring internal stability, which is impacted by terrorism. By focusing on these priorities, Pakistan can work towards a more prosperous and stable future. But no, it is not possible for them, because their top priority is obsessing over Kashmir. They're practically swimming in debt, but at every opportunity, they always manage to find the time to bring up Kashmir at any and every international forum or at various events. It's like they have a quota to meet, or something. They just can't seem to resist talking about it. And once again, Pakistan has raised the issue of Kashmir in a UN forum. It has been reported that Pakistan's Foreign Minister, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, has acknowledged that Islamabad has not been successful in making Kashmir a central issue on the UN agenda, and India's diplomatic efforts have been able to hinder Pakistan's attempts. Pakistan's foreign minister has finally admitted to the failure of this mission. The country's obsession with Kashmir has not been successful because it has failed to garner support from other countries, including Turkey. Pakistan has been increasingly raising the Kashmir issue at the United Nations, even when it has nothing to do with the topic at hand, such as the status of women or Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And besides Pakistan, Turkey was the only other country in the 193 member to mention Kashmir at last year's high-level General Assembly meeting, but even that was a muted reference by President Recip Tayyip Erdogan, who said without any criticism of India that it was unfortunate that the problem persisted after 75 years, and expressed hope for permanent peace. Pakistan is also renowned for attempting to connect the Kashmir conflict to the Palestine issue whenever feasible. Recently, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari responded to a question from a Palestinian journalist who asked why Kashmir, which he described as another occupied territory, was being ignored, while Palestine at least received some attention at the UN.
Not only on Palestine, but also on Kashmir. You're also right to note that we face a particularly uphill task to try and get Kashmir onto into the center of the agenda at the United Nations. And whenever the issue of Kashmir is brought up, our friends within our neighboring countries strongly object, vociferously object, and they perpetuate a post-fact narrative where they try to claim that this is not a dispute for the United Nations, that this is not a disputed territory recognized by the international community. And they insist, counter to the facts, counter to the reality, that
notwithstanding of Pakistan's attempts, there has been little to no support from other UN members, because Kashmir is regarded as a bilateral problem between New Delhi and Islamabad.